With all my devotion to the Union and the feeling of loyalty and duty of an American citizen, I have not been able to make up my mind to raise my hand against my relatives, my children, my home. I have therefore resigned my commission in the Army, and safe in defense of my native state, with the sincere hope that my poor services may never be needed. I hope I may never be called on to draw my sword. These were the words spoken by Robert E. Lee, also known as the Marble Man. Robert E. Lee graduated from West Point in 1829. After graduation, he served in the United States Army as chief engineer for several years before taking command of Southern Forces of Virginia. Robert E. Lee was assigned General-in-Chief of all Confederate armies 2 months before having to surrender to Ulysses S. Grant. After the war, Lee spent the last 5 years of his life as president of Washington College in Lexington, Virginia. Today we remember him as an educator, a soldier, and a Christian gentleman who lived his life with dignity.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. Oh, the men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home.
Colonel Lee, I would like for you to take command of the defense of Washington, D.C.
I appreciate the offer, but I cannot go against my hometown, Virginia.
Are you sure you don't want this offer?
I shall never bear arms against the Union, but it may be necessary for me to carry a musket to protect my beloved Virginia.
I understand. I don't have a place for people like you in my army.
So, would you like to join the Confederacy? You can be in charge of the Northern Virginia Army.
Sure, I'll do anything to protect my beloved home, Virginia.
Robert E. Lee was the Marble Man.
Hello, sir.
What's up, Robert?
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? Why do people call you the Marble Man anyways?
You know, I never knew. Maybe you should ask them. They probably know.
He was a foe without hate, a friend without treachery, a soldier without cruelty.
He was Washington without his reward, and Napoleon without his selfishness.
He had never owned slaves.
And he was number 2 in his class at West Point.
I also didn't want to secede from the Union.
And you never got to merit. You were a man with no wrong. That's why you're one of the greatest generals this nation's ever seen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
In 1865, they talk rebellious life, and we'll all drink stone wine when Johnny comes marching home. And we'll all drink stone wine when Johnny comes marching home.
General Lee held the post of chief engineer of the army at the beginning of the Mexican War. He made many weapons, mechanisms, and machines that were used to defeat the Mexicans.
I'm done. This all ends it. There he is!
We'll give the hero 3 times 3, hurrah, hurrah, oh, the war breeze is ready now.
Robert E. Lee was born January of 1807 in Virginia and passed away also in Virginia of 1870. During his lifetime, he served for the American Army for over 32 years during the Mexican-American War, and despite being a war hero, lost his citizenship for treason while serving the Confederate Army. He applied for his citizenship back, but didn't receive it for over 110 years, long after his death. Despite not being a citizen, we still consider him a great hero of American history.
They will all turn out